Have you ever gotten in your car to go somewhere and you're running late and you realize that you've got no gas in the car? And now you know you have to stop and get gas, or else you're not going to make it to your event. And you surely don't want to run out of gas on the way because that just creates a whole nother set of problems. Having to find a way to get gas to the car, being inconvenienced, maybe not even making it to your event at all. And you realize that if you had planned ahead, if you'd taken the time to really pay attention to whether or not you had enough gas to get you to the event before this moment in time, you wouldn't be in this situation, right? And it can be so frustrating. But the truth of it is that so many of us do this. Like, I have done this so many times. I'm sure you've done this so many times. It's just something that we don't really think about ahead of time. We don't think about making sure we have the gas we need to get us where we want to go until we get in the car to go. And then we say, oh no. But we do the same thing with our bodies. I do it. I've done it. I don't do it anymore, but occasionally, maybe. And you've done it, right? We don't think about putting the fuel in our bodies that we need to get us where we want to go that day. Maybe it's, going to an event. Maybe it's going to the office. Maybe it's meeting with clients. Maybe it's being here online, working virtually. We think about all the things we need to do to get to where we need to go and all the things we need to do once we're there. But we don't think about the fuel that's driving the vehicle that takes us where we need to go. And so we get up and maybe we grab our cup of coffee and then boom, we're off to the races. And we never think about putting fuel, actual food and nourishment that's going to provide us with energy and help us to focus and help us to feel our best and show up the best way we possibly can. We don't think about that. And then the next thing you know, you've been in your Zoom room for a couple hours, you've been at your event, you've been with a client, and all of a sudden you hear this loud rumbling going on in your stomach. Kind of sounds like the way a car sounds when it's running out of gas, right? Boop, 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 right? And now you're not going anywhere. So the same thing's happening inside of your gut. And you're just like, oh, and you start to lose focus. You can't concentrate. And all you can think about is all that rumbling and gurgling and how hungry you are. And the hungrier you get, the worse it gets, right? And you're trying so hard and you think maybe if you drink a little more coffee, it's going to help. And it only makes it worse. Fueling our bodies so that we can show up with the energy we need and the focus we need and in the best way possible so we can serve our clients on the highest level is something we should probably think about before we get in our vehicle and drive off for the day. And it's the same thing that you should be thinking about when you actually get in your car. Maybe you should think about what's happening the night before. The night before, maybe it's a good idea. Well, not maybe, we all know it is, right? A good idea to check your gas tank and make sure you have enough gas to get you where you need to go the next day. Well, the same thing with the way you're going to fuel your body for the next morning. At the end of the day, when you're checking your calendar to make sure you know where you need to be and at what time, you could also think real quickly about, hey, how am I going to fuel my body for the day to get me where I need to go? I'm going to check my calendar. If I'm driving in my car, I'm going to check the level of gas to make sure I don't need to deal with that in the morning. And I'm going to check in with myself and figure out how I'm going to fuel my body in a way that's going to get me where I need to go. I love to fuel my body with smoothies in the morning because it's just a really quick and easy breakfast. and I feel light and energized and ready to go and take on the challenges of the day. And I know a lot of you like smoothies as well. But if you're a breakfast kind of person, maybe you pick a favorite breakfast or maybe two different breakfasts during the week when you know you have to be out of the house. And they're always your go tos. So it makes it effortless. You don't even have to think about it. One of the breakfasts I love is sourdough bread with some, well, I toast it with some pesto on top and some avocado and then an egg on top of that. Oh my gosh. If you haven't had that, you are missing out, folks. You need to give that one a try. But that is my go to. And the smoothies are my other go to. So I can alternate between those and I never really have to think about it. My only decision is, do I want and have time for avocado toast or do I want a smoothie today? So it saves you time. It saves you energy thinking about what you're going to have because you already know. And it's so much easier to incorporate into your day so that you can fuel this vehicle, which is the most important vehicle you have, so that you can meet all the challenges of the day with amazing energy and great focus. And you just show up, it affects your mood. You're happy, you're feeling good, you're ready for whatever the world has to throw at you. Fueling yourself is the most important thing you can do in the morning. It's as important as putting gas in your car. So I hope that you'll think about this and you'll think about what your favorite breakfast might be, or maybe your two favorite breakfasts, and you'll start incorporating that into your day if you aren't already doing that. And I promise you, it's going to help you tremendously. It's going to give you the energy you need, the focus you need, and help you to show up in the best way possible. And it's so easy to incorporate, and before you know it, it'll be just like brushing your teeth. You'll just do it without even thinking about it. So make sure you're putting gas in the vehicle. Make sure you're getting yourself everything you need to get you where you need to go. Thanks so much for joining me. I love being here every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. If you like what I've talked about today, would you do me a favor and share it so others can hear the message? And I appreciate all of you who are here with me live today. So appreciate you joining me every day. And if you're on the replay, do a hashtag replay so I know you were here. I appreciate it. And today is, it's a beautiful, incredible day where I am. So I'm fueled up and ready to go. I hope you are too. Until next time, make it a great day.